Hello. Alright. I guess it's working now. Anyway, let me go ahead and just cough my fucking head off. Every time I start rolling that recording, it just comes. I don't know. It's been like that ever since whenever I started this goddamn recording bit. With my channel, not the video. Anyway, hey, it's Weeb Wednesday, as I like to say, and I saw the episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains, and I kind of don't really have that much to say about it. I was doing this earlier. This is me doing another take, or I guess you could say, of it. It's not scripted. So someone knocked on my door, and I had to leave. The FBI, they found me out. But see, I was watching this new anime called and that's why Jimmy could speak in space. Okay, so I like. Okay, I'm gonna talk about Yu-Gi-Oh right now. So the new episode's out, or is out? I saw it. Not much to talk about, but I did like Ai's cards, the artwork of his cards, because they all have Ai on them. Doing interesting and different things. Hopefully, this actually becomes a real. Honestly, I don't think it's going to become a deck. Just because of the fact that Ai's on the cards. I don't know, something about Ai being on the cards, I feel like it's not going to become a real deck. If it is a real deck, that's awesome. That's fucking awesome. That's cool. So I like the artwork of basically Ai's Monster Reborn. It's like a weird quick play Monster Reborn, but yet it feels very much like a continuous spell, Monster Reborn. The artwork is literally just Ai's hand holding onto a cliff, and it's kind of like this is his last chance. There's also another card where I think Ai is, I don't know, I want to say riding the waves. He looks like he has this like coat on, for like when you're like fishing, yellow coat fisherman wear. It looks like he has that on. And if from what I remember, there's also another one where it's like Ai Harmony or something like that, where Ai is he looks like some melody. It's like Ai Harmony, I Melody something. I forgot what the card name was, but that is what. No, sorry. In the artwork, it basically looked like he was doing something with music, classical music that is, which reminded me of Yuzu's deck. Which I like that a lot. My favorite card that was played this episode, which I guess we should get onto the duel. But the artwork was I something heart fusion or something like that. Heart you something. Which from the name I gathered that meant it was supposed to be the word fusion and heart together, and the artwork is literally two eyes making up a heart, and it was his own fusion spell, which I was not expecting that. So I'm guessing Ai has all the other mechanics down in his deck. So on to the duel before I continue on with what I would like to say. Involving Ai and his fusion monster. So it looks like spoiler alert, even though Go did fail and he did lose to Ai, he still evolved as a character, I guess you could say, which is good. It's good. He went out with a bang. He went more out than well, I don't know if I should say than Ghost Girl, but and Blood Shepherd, but he did stand his ground, and I did see him push Ai somewhat. Sadly though, hold on, well, I'll get to that. It was incredible seeing him duel because usually, throughout this whole entire Yu-Gi-Oh series, or just Yu-Gi-Oh in general, you can always get a feel when someone's about to end their turn or whatever. You know, he summoned out one big Goki. Before that would probably be it. He would end his turn. He would just lose the duel. This time he summoned out one big Goki, send that Goki away, summon out another big Goki, send that Goki away, bring them both back, send that Goki another monster away to get out a bigger boss monster, Link 4, and then repeat the process once more to get his other Link 4 Goki back, use a card, bring it back the other two he sent, the other bigger Link 4 and Link 3 that he sent to build up that chain. He brought them back, and now he's like, let's go. And I was really shocked with that, and so was I, because I was expecting him to end his turn like when he got out his like I expected him to end his turn like 4 times. When he summoned out his big monster, which was a Link 3, when he summoned out the other Link 3, when he summoned out the Link 4, and then at that point I was just like, I don't know when he's going to end his turn. I guess he's going to end his turn now. So that's what happened with that, at least. And I himself said, wow, I'm on Presco. I myself was like, yeah, damn straight, holy. Since, characters in the anime are usually all just one note type of thing, They usually don't go off into other combos. And my brain finally realized why. Not I don't want to say realized, but it kind of sat back and thought about one card combos and such like that. You toss one stone, it goes, and then as it goes, before it sinks, it spawns 2 other stones that really can't be stopped. That's a good one card combo. An analogy, I guess you could say, of it. Usually anime characters, the main characters only toss one stone, and that stone usually does not ripple unless it turns later. But at that point, you really can't count that. Characters like Go, they toss a stone, and it doesn't ripple. It doesn't go as far, as sturdy as the main character stone, but it goes like halfway and just falls. This was more akin to a first... what is it? Main character, the first one, the first sturdy stone, and then it had like one ripple, kinda, but not really, which was interesting to see Goki finally. To see Go Oninsuka finally spam a shit ton of monsters, because that's what the fuck his deck was known for in the meta here in real life. Was just spamming out monsters, just getting a shit ton of advantage, spamming out more monsters, and so forth. Not Goki monsters, but nightmare monsters, the Link nightmare monsters. So, of course, Go didn't destroy Dark Templar. He destroyed, which now I think about it, that doesn't really make sense. He should have destroyed all his monsters so he could just have a direct attack. But instead, I guess he wanted to watch out and destroy back row. That back row is what led to his defeat in usual anime fashion, which I was like, that's fucking bullshit. But okay, if I would have flipped it over and it would have been like what is it? If it would have been that one card, Enchanted Javelin, where you go up the same attack as the monster's attack, I probably wouldn't have been that upset. If it was even a card like that, or if he would have won up life points because of how many cards he had in his fucking deck or something, I wouldn't have been that upset. Just because, it's because it was the card Go selected to destroy, and it just happened that way. It's kind of like really luck based type of thing. But so there's some anime bullshit there, which made me start to think, okay, Go is really pushing I to like I's extreme. Because Go is pushing I like how main character and a rival would push each other, and how the main character evolves. So I'm really thinking to myself, if I is going to be fighting Playmaker later down the road, that's going to have to be one hell of an epic duel because of how much he's going through right now. And I know it's not good to root for the villain typically, but if we look through this through I's point of view, he's beaten a lot of fucking people, non-stop as well, which is pretty amazing. I'm not gonna count the Shadow Clone I Jutsu that he did to Revolver, Playmaker, and Soulburner. I am going to count the Viral Duel, all that, and the Gold Duel, of course. That's pretty interesting. That all those opponents he just basically crushed. And then now Go, he's having a little bit, but not too much trouble with Go himself. I do like, though, that voice acting wise, I don't know if I should say voice acting wise, but you can hear in I's voice that he's playing up the act, basically. Which now I think about it, since he is playing up the act, Playmaker did say, you're not a very good liar, you're not a very good actor. So I guess we're seeing that come back, swing like a pendulum, very interesting. When will we see pendulum monsters, huh? I don't think that's happening. It doesn't matter to me, in honesty. It's whatever. Now, at least, it's whatever. Next season, next Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever the fuck, I will be saying, give me the pendulums. Oh shit, sorry, those are my headphones. I'm not wearing them for this, but so I Heart Fusion. Get it? I Heart Fusion. Oh shit, maybe that's the wordplay right there. I Heart Fusion, because I's Heart Fusion is a reference to Crystal Heart and a reference to, of course, the Earth Ignis. The monster he summons also is a golem, Earth Golem, and very specifically, he needs an Earth attribute that's in Go's graveyard. I fucking blacked out. I'm not gonna lie. During this episode, and I got right back to it. But the only time I blacked out was fucking when they were talking about. When I was complimenting Go. You know what? I'll probably watch this episode a little later because now I'm reflecting on it. Yeah, it seems pretty good. You know what? I'll probably upload this and then I'll go rewatch it. Hey, follow me on Twitter. I got a new handle, by the way. It's SMOSHOO M45, and that's it. There's no underscore. There's no space. This time around, I guess I'll keep it more clean cut, but it's, at the same time, because when you cut corners, you also have to add stuff to fill in the corners. So even though I'm being more clean cut, I'm going to be even more raw and more like out there. There is a phrase you'll be seeing me tweet a lot or post about a lot. It's redacted by Twitter. That's so I could say any bad words. I watched a video on YouTube. Sorry for this little side detour. Just want to say this real fast. I saw this little video on YouTube, and one of their like behind the scenes when you're like in the video manager section of your thing, they're like, yeah, you could curse, just not in like the first 30 seconds of your video. You could say anything, but not those words. So nigger, nigga, you probably can't say them, or you could say them. It's just fucking confusing. I don't know. You can say fucking though. Fucking is shit. That's fine. On Twitter, things are fucked because there's hate speech. So apparently, I can't look at a big corporation and say, "Hi, slut," because apparently that's bad, which doesn't make sense. Because there's apparently a huge sexual revolution where it's like good to be a slut. And they're sex workers. They're melting things, but they're breaking things. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't hold up. That's the little detour about. It's just about that, about words and how to use them, how not to use them. So, just so we're out there, or I guess I'm telling you my knowledge so you understand. But in the end, even though it may be okay for me to say fuck, I had to. As always, minus all this stuff, if we go back, into 2009, you got to use words with your meanings. Make sure it means something. You can't just say fuck for the fuck of it. You got to say fuck because it means something. So like a phrasing or whatever, Because if I just freely fuck, then I may tense up. But if there's a reason to input a insert word here, then the reason is that. Which I know is a little bit off track to the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains shit I'm talking about right now. But it is the point. Anyway, fun fact, the Japanese don't really have bad words. Like fucking shit. Okay, on to Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry for that 2-minute detour right there. Okay, yes. Just double checking everything in my mind. So, I beats the shit out of Go. Oh no, he doesn't beat the shit out of Go. It's a good duel. I'm not gonna lie. I liked it. I did like it. Hopefully we can get more duels like that. Striving for that type of thing. You guys ever watch Beat 'em On? Battle Beat 'em On? Fuck. Never mind. I was thinking about Crossfire, and they never finished that. Well, I could never find the subbed version of that to watch it all. So they had to remove 5 episodes of it, and it doesn't matter. It never matters. No, it does fucking matter. Anyway, I need that shit on Verb. So, what is it? So I beats Go. Go's like, I don't actually remember what he says. Then I says bye, and he goes into the dome. It turns out, Playmaker, Revolver. I like how Revolver. I don't know what the fuck led Revolver to, because Playmaker beats the Stalling Eye with a fusion monster. Same with Soulburner, Cyverse Clock Dragon, and Chimera. What is it? What the fuck is it called? Slamman Great Violet Chimera. There we go. They both beat I with fucking fusion monsters, which is okay, because I said, hey, this spell card's going to increase in counters, and if you summon out link monsters, the counters are going to increase. Then it goes over to Revolver. Revolver's like, hey, my link monster, kill him. And then I just gets destroyed. What happened? I want to see Revolver's duel, because how the fuck did you get across that? This is what I thought. Revolver stalled, and then on that turn, the card got destroyed. He just fucking link summoned, which is pretty interesting. Anyway, what I was gonna say is after that they go back to the dome where it all started, and they're not there. The Zaizens are not there. They're dead. Oh, and they just fucking quit the episode. Could you imagine that? And just fucking ended. That's it. They're on a plane, apparently, in a separate server. I have no clue it's real life or fake life, but then I think it's fake life. So it's really fucking weird. They're on a plane. And that's it. And that's fucking it. I basically laughed because like, I knew there's an unmarked plane taking off an hour ago before I got here. You fools. So he just showed up to cause havoc for no reason. But I think the whole point was the only way to enter that plane is to be in that entry point. I'm not too sure. Either way, it cuts, shows him on a plane, and then we see his little secretary girl. Talking about Akira. Akira's Aizen's secretary. You know, his little second in command. She's like patrolling whatever the fuck, and then it's like left engine's out, and then fucking eyes on the plane. He's in his own jet, and then he's like, I'm here. And then I was hoping she would duel, but he just basically breaks her mind in the non-sexual way. Sadly, right? Whoa! Don't break your waifu's heart. Break her mind. So then Pandora. I'm gonna assume Pandora's a trap. I've been looking at anime a little too long in the memes. No, there's no trap Pandora memes, but if any spawn, I'm gonna assume some fucker watched this episode to the 7-minute mark over here, or 17-minute. Yeah, the 7 fucking minute mark. It's not even when I fucking talk about it. It's the 18-minute mark right now, or about. I gotta adjust the audio or some shit. Anyway, so Pandora's looking all cute, just like, hey, fucking, you can't touch me, bro. And then I like how I's like, oh fuck, Revolver's changed, fucking made AIs. Then they begin their duel in their own little. Oh yes, my favorite part in this whole episode. It wouldn't have been my favorite part in the whole episode, but they put it in this episode, so fuck, it could have been next week's episode. He yells, "Let's take this outside, punk!" Which all I could think of was Joey Wheeler. That's a fucking Jonoche move right there. Jonoche move right there, and yeah, it's fucking. I like that, and I like when he gets up there. He's like, "I always wanted to say that, man." And then they begin the duel, and it straight up looks like it looks like Pandora has all the info on I, and Pandora itself is being an AI. It's basically I taking on the dark version of himself trope. You see, there's fucking Mega Man, and then Mega Man goes up Dr. Wily's tower. Before Mega Man can fight Dr. Wily, Mega Man has to take on Dark Mega Man. So that's basically what's basically happening. Fucking hell. So that's basically that is what is happening on the basic level, fundamental tactics right there. Even though I know it's on I, obviously. But it's basically I's data being used against him. So now I's going to have to do some tricks against himself, I guess you could say. But as stated, I's deck is fucking flexible. Holy shit. The one running theme in the deck, though, because before, back then, when Yu-Gi-Oh! Started, That's how decks work. There would be a card for like when you specifically destroy 2 cards on the field. Here's this trap card, and then fucking MST was like a godsend. Um, you got Trap Hole, right? You got all this fucking shit. But then, since you don't buy that many booster packs, and you got fucking some from the Dark Labyrinth, and then you got some from the fucking GX packs, your deck is like countering fusion monsters when your opponent has no fusion monsters, because 5Ds just started. And then like you're like, well, my opponent attacks my monster when it's face down. I can use his card, and then during their turn, I can use fucking this card, and it flips their card, but they have to have this. It's kind of like that. That's what I's deck is remnants of that, but also mixed with the core theme. The core theme is to summon out a fucking big-ass monster, spam out the board, summon out other monsters, and fuck your face, with the intention of getting Island. Which, what is Island, or I-Land? Which I like how it's a conundrum of both. But also like the artwork where it is implied more, it is not an island, well it is island in the artwork, but also it's literally a land, like a fun land, a toy land, it's I-Land, it's nice, I like it. Anyway, so that's what basically, his whole theme is to get an island. Now what the fuck does that field spell card do? I don't fucking know, I don't remember, I have not looked at this up, I'm sorry guys, I failed you. Unsubscribe now, just brush down your computer, just fucking burn it in flames, I failed you. I don't know what the fuck Highland does, but Highlander Eye over there. That's the goal, basically. That's basically the goal. And then, like, whatever the fuck, oh, fucking, this field spell, this fusion card only works because you got that fucking one rock monster in your fucking graveyard. Because I knew you bought that booster pack last week, and you were like, hey, I should add a rock monster. That'd be silly in my dinosaur deck. Anyway, yeah, that's basically I's deck in a nutshell. So now he has to use some random bullshit to fucking bullshit his way out of the bullshit. Okay, so my last point is... What the fuck was my last point? I don't even remember the fucking credits of what's going to happen next episode. I'm going to imagine I's going to beat Pandora's ass, and then that's about it. I thought Pandora was going to do some, like... I thought I was going to fuck Pandora. Okay, not like that. But in the sense of beating them, toying with them, and then having them fork over some data or something like that. I thought Pandora would be like, oh, I'll just fucking here to help you. That's what I thought, but I guess not. Which is good, I guess. So the last point I want to make was... his other, like, XE monster, his fusion monster, whatever. I think he did XE summon, now I think about it. But he probably has extra deck monsters representing each of the Ignises. I'm going to assume, and I would hope, that that's kind of what they're leaning towards. Because if not, that's pretty sad. But at least the Earth Ignis got some, I guess, closure or something. Oh, I just remembered the fucking end credits. So Pandora says that she can basically look and see I, the truth inside I. Which I thought that was funny because that's exactly what Aqua's ability is, to determine truth from lie, to see within someone. And I was like, wow, that's not good. That's an annoying thing right there. And in the preview, because I was in the episode, in the preview, Pandora says, I see sadness in you. And it's like, oh shit, I's doing this because he's fucking sad. Not to say that in a bad way, like a fuck you I, you fucking sad boy, get the fuck out of here. But it's pretty, because, what is it, Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything keeps talking about survivor's guilt and all that shit. So yeah, he's probably not only guilty, but he's also just probably really fucking sad. And he probably did this to probably attempt to end his life. Just throw that in there, because most likely he would be defeated by Playmaker. Is I saying a lot of his lines sarcastically, like things he says sarcastically, like the whole Playmaker is like really low and it's only because I helped him? Like, I'm pretty sure that had to be sarcastic, especially if you look back with that info that he's doing this all because he's sad inside. Which, think about it, like, you can't really go to Yusaku to be like, hey Yusaku, I'm sad because of this, because Yusaku's gonna be like, I don't know. I guess, yeah, kind of like how Yusaku was in the beginning, right? It was only till revenge quenched him. I got a Twitter account, guys. Yeah. Okay. Well, since I mentioned my Twitter, you already know it's already over. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully, I could do something like Patreon ass shit. I know YouTube added this feature where it says here join, but I don't have a lot of followers, so there's no join option. At least I don't think so. I need a lot of watch time. I need a lot of fucking subscribers. Yeah, I have 100 subscribers, right? I need about 10,000 subscribers before that, or 1,000 subscribers, one of the two, before they can put me up for some AdSense. But I don't fucking have that, so no AdSense for my ass. But if you actually do give a shit about it, I got a Ko-Fi. Links in the description, and also at the end of the video. You could probably be seeing it right now because I usually add the end cards. Anyway, so I got a Ko-Fi, whatever. You could give me $5 if you want. That's how low it is. It's just a tip jar type of thing. I got a Twitter. Follow me there. Sometimes I post, sometimes I don't. But yeah, you post shit. Follow me if you want and all that. And subscribe, like, and comment all on your fucking own, man. Like, I don't fucking know. Hey, if you comment, or actually, no, if you like, it helps with the video getting out further and all that shit. You hear a lot of YouTubers say that. And if you want to hear me say and then have an awkward pause like that, click subscribe. And don't forget to hit the bell icon. Maybe one day in the future, you'll hear me mouth off about special sponsor deals and all that other sort. But until then, bye.